Hey East Point kids, welcome to another Sunday Snapshot. I hope you're all well and that you've had a really good week. Well, over the last few weeks we've been talking about video games, and you probably have your favourite gaming console. In our home it's always been PlayStation, and you will have your favourite video games. Now what we know is that for some games it is possible to get something called a cheat code. And what the cheat code allows us to do is to skip levels to get through the game much quicker, maybe to be able to defeat the enemy much quicker, to get stronger, become invincible. But I'm sure none of you who love gaming ever need cheat codes because you're so good at it anyway. But basically the cheat codes are shortcuts. Shortcuts that help us get through the game much quicker without having to take our time through each level as planned by those who created the game. And you know, in the Bible, God tells us that He has a plan. He has a plan for our lives. And sometimes we wish God's plan, just like the video game, would move a little bit quicker and that we could get through it a little bit quicker. And we read in the book of Exodus a story about a guy called Moses. Now Moses was living in the palace in Egypt, but his people, the people of Israel, were in slavery to the Egyptians. And Moses was actually living as a prince, but he really felt for his people who were being treated really badly. But the people of Israel kept praying to God and asking Him to bring freedom from their slavery, and they were trusting that God had a plan. But one day Moses came across an Egyptian treating one of the slaves really, really badly, and Moses got really angry and very, very cross, to the point that he actually killed the Egyptian. And in a way, Moses, in his anger, took a shortcut. Instead of stepping back and waiting for God to bring His plan about, Moses started to try to deal with things himself. But you see, God doesn't want us taking shortcuts. And even though it may seem sometimes that God's plan for our life, whether it's about school or friendships, seems to be going very slowly, He doesn't want us to try to skip over things to get to where we should be. God wants us to trust Him. He wants us to be patient and wait for Him always. So I just want to read to you our memory verse that reminds us that we need to think about the way God does things, and about the way He wants us to follow Him and live our lives. So that verse is found in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8, and it says this: "Fix your thoughts on what is true and honourable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Keep putting into practice all you have learned and received from me." So God wants us not to run ahead, not to try and skip levels of our life and wish that we were doing this or doing that. But He wants us to be patient, to trust Him and to follow His ways and His plans for our life. So I hope that as we go into a new week, whatever that may bring, that we just take a deep breath sometimes, maybe need to step back and not rush in, but just be patient and trust and follow God.
So as we've been looking at this week, video games have cheat codes, okay? There's things that you can do to skip out all the difficult parts, but life isn't like that. So today we're going to make a wee game. All we need is some cardboard, felt tip, and a ball. Okay, you can use any ball you want, a marble, bouncy ball, but I've got a wee ping pong ball. So first of all, in the bottom corner, we're going to draw a big box. And write start. Okay? And just above that in the top corner, another big box. And finish. And then what we're going to do is we're going to join these two boxes up with a big curly wiggly path. Okay, so you're going to have something that looks a wee bit like this. So as you can see, you want to start, put our ball on start, and obviously the easy thing to do would just be go straight from start down to finish. There you go, done it, game over. But that's not how it works. So you put it on start and try to see if you can keep your ball on the path. Whoops. And there you go. I was rubbish at it, you might be better. So give it a go, show us your videos if you give it a go, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.